time for a road trip. We're hitting the road up to Pendleton, Oregon for Hotrod-A-Rama. I'm gonna meet up with some friends. My buddy Matt, who's got a 31 Model A. This is gonna be the longest trip I've had so far on my truck, and I hope it makes it. Cross my fingers, knock on wood. Let's hit the road.
You got the radar detector.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, my bad luck with cops. Actually, I bought that because I got a ticket.
In this?
No, a long time ago.
On our way to Hotrod-A-Rama.
Let's get away from it all. Need to breathe fresh air, break some freedom. I know it's been so long, time to dive. Look outside of me, roll away from security. Leave behind the world, know too well where to trap me.
Well, when you're driving old cars long distances through back roads, you have to make sure to stop at all the sites, especially all the gas stations.
Eric, you see that?
I know, I saw that. Look at that one, the truck too.
Oh, geez.
That's cool.
Open road, open mind, broken heart, open time will catch up with me. Leaving the smell of gasoline, it feels so serene, and I know it's been so long side to time to look at life through its own thing.
We came upon this really cool old town called Fox. It looked like people had just up and left in the 40s or 50s, and it hasn't been touched since. There's a bunch of old gas pumps and fire trucks, and even a store that still had old display cases in it.
Time to think, space to be someone to meet me where I am. Running away, taking a break from everyone. Tell me what to do, who to be, 'cause that's not me.
Well, we made it.
Should it be for tonight to tomorrow, or it be
5 hours through the biblical locust storm. But we're here. We made it.
We made it.
We made it. And right now we're at the sketchiest hotel ever. Parker's trying to figure something out.
This one doesn't have anything handicap accessible on the actual queen that check out Saturday. I think we're here.
It's like we're in the sketchy hotel.
Appreciate it.
Sketchy hotel it is. Even got some bug spray on his headers. Look at that. What a guy.
Did you see that, right? Where's that wood? Right there.
Oh yeah, good one. I'm not staying in the room with the boarded windows.
Hey, your truck's got a bed.
Yeah. I might just camp out in my truck tonight.
Yeah.
Just to protect my stuff.
Is there a Walmart here?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We should all just go to Walmart, buy a tent, and just camp in the parking lot. Seriously. Oh, the sketchiness. Rumor has it there's police signs by the ice machine too. Good times.
Well, after deciding to cut our losses and stay at the sketchy hotel, we hit the road to an old drive-in movie theater about a half hour away in the town of Milton Freewater.
Guys, I might have died and gone to heaven.
It was built back in the heyday of drive-in movie theaters and bought by the Spees family back in 1961, who still own and operate it to this day. This was the best movie experience ever. And of course we had to watch an old hot rod movie, Attack of the Giant Gila Monster. It's a quality flick. You should check it out sometime. It was a great way to end an absolutely epic day one. So day two got underway and I headed off early to go get some oil and tranny fluid for my truck, which was mysteriously missing and just so happened to be the one thing I didn't pack for this road trip. So after topping off my truck with the necessary fluids, I headed to the car show. There were so many rad old traditional style hot rods, some that were actually built back in the 50s and 60s and kept in the original hot rodded condition. All in all, there were about 500 cars and we pretty much took over the whole town. Old hot rods just cruising around everywhere, parked along the street at every watering hole. It was kind of like Disneyland for me. And just like Disneyland, you can't see it all in just one day. When I caught back up with my friends Matt and Parker, I heard about this horrific tragedy.
Oh no!
Remember that biblical locust storm we talked about? Well, they had taken the 31 to a car wash to try to blast all the bugs out of the grill before the show. Well, some of the water found its way into the motor through the intake, and they tried to get some of the water out of the oil by doing a roadside oil change, but it was to no avail. Definitely a blown head gasket. And now they were trying to find a way to trailer this thing home.
The trailer's 128, but they're not open on the weekend, so we got to do it today. Eric, do you have a hitch at all?
I don't. I wish I did.
I'm just thinking if we could get the U-Haul trailer to the hotel.
Yeah, I don't.
We could find someone that would tow it to.
That dude sounds like he would do it.
Oh yeah, he totally would.
To the hotel at least.
Oh yeah. But these are $128 total.
So we found a place to park Matt's car and headed to the distillery, which was another cool old historic building. Turns out it used to be a Ford dealership. They lured us there under the guise that it was an ice cream social, which would have been awesome because it was 108 degrees outside, but there was never any ice cream, only booze. So we cooled off the best we could, and when the sun went down, that's when all the shenanigans started.
Yeah, baby! Hit it!
At the end of the night, we went back to our sketchy hotel, which actually turned out to be a lot of fun since there was another car club there. And we pretty much took over the whole parking lot and just set out chairs and just kind of partied with our new friends. So after a long night hanging with our friends, day 3 started off with a ton of coffee. Then it was off to the car show to see more cars. that evening, we went out to eat at a fancy restaurant, and they were setting up on the street all the dragsters again for another cackle fest. There was an older couple out on a date, and they had no idea what they were in for. Day 4, and it was time to head home. Matt and Parker met a local guy named Anthony, and he graciously loaned them one of his trailers. And they had a friend offer all on his own to drive all the way up to Pendleton just to tow them back to Bend. See, kids, it pays to be kind. You reap what you sow. So this was just an amazing weekend with awesome cars and great people packed into what became an amazing experience, with the joy of making it 500 miles in the sweltering heat and the calamity of a blown head gasket and even the sketchy hotel. It all made for a great adventure, and I can't wait to do it again next year.
I've never seen the stars shine so bright. I've never seen the clouds so white from my head. I've never seen